Is this thing on? Hey gang, welcome to another episode of The Jace Perspective. I am your host, terrible ass Jace. Sidebar, please do not take anything that I say seriously because, my dear, I don't even take nothing seriously that I say, okay? That's it. That's the disclaimer. We're going to go ahead and hop into the show. Last weekend, guys, I did not go on because it was Father's Day. So happy belated Father's Day to all of you wonderful, amazing fathers. I put a community post up, not sure if you guys saw it. I'm also coming off the end of a cold, so if I'm a little in the throat, that's, sound a little thickums in the vocal cord area, that's because Jace got sick. I got sick, okay? It's been something going around. So, and I also want to say thank you and welcome to all of my amazing new subscribers who joined me via the Star Report. Appreciate you guys. I know it's a tough crowd over there in the world of the Star Report. The troll babies, y'all ain't nothing to fuck with, okay? But I've known you've been watching Star since, well, not watching, but listening to Star since his days of Hot 97. Anyway, we just gonna go ahead and jump right into the show, okay? So, WNBA star Britney Griner and wife Sherelle Griner are having their first baby. So the Daily Loud tweeted a post on 6/11/24 that WNBA star Britney Griner and wife Sherelle Griner are having their first baby. Now, Britney plays the center position for the Phoenix Mercury. Britney also, as you all remember, spent some time in a Russian prison for having a little bit of cannabis oil in her luggage. Now, as you know, America has totally different laws than other countries. And when we as Americans go over here to these other countries, we just be thinking we could do whatever. And somebody is popping off fireworks in my backyard. I don't know why, but we're going to rock with it. So just in case y'all hear the popping noise in the back, please disregard. Fireworks celebration because Jace is back. Oh, God. But anyway, yeah. So the USA Today reported that on April 24th, 24, WNBA star Britney Griner, wife Sherelle, announced that they are expecting their first child. Phoenix Mercury center Britney Griner and wife Sherelle announced that they are expecting their first child together. The couple posted the news on Instagram last week with a photo of the ultrasound. The baby is expected to be born in July. So, yeah, this is June the 22nd. So this will be, wow, so the baby is tail end. Sherelle may even go in earlier, but the baby is due for July. Sherelle Griner said, "I can't believe we're less than 3 months away from meeting our favorite human being." The couple were married in 2019, and Sherelle Griner was instrumental in the release of Britney Griner from Russia. During the imprisonment of Britney in December of 2022, after the 9-time WNBA All-Star was detained in February of that year. That was a rough time for Britney. Okay, so let me be the first to say congrats to the happy couple. Bearing children and adding more to a very happy marriage is always a blessing. So congrats to you guys. Now, this is just me, but I'm sorry. You will never convince me that Britney Griner is not a man. Why do I say you can't convince me? I always got reasons, okay? Well, there's the video floating around of Britney. This has been some time. I can't even remember when it started floating, but it's been floating. So there's a video, and you guys probably will know once I bring it up. There's a video floating around of Britney playing basketball by a pool, shirtless. Front is out, back is out. You can see the tats. A couple of people are in the pool, as well. And I believe this may be Britney's home, or it's the home of a friend, but it's a privately owned pool. And Britney is shooting baskets. And what I see when I see that video is I see a set of pecs. I don't see breast removal scarring. And usually whenever breasts are removed, there is scarring. I do not see breast removal scarring. I see pecs. Small pecs. But I see pecs. And women don't have pecs. Men have pecs. Usually when a woman decides to transform her body to meet more of a manly stature, they get the removal of the breasts, their scarring. You can tell there was some work done. There is nothing there on Britney's chest, okay? So I'm just saying. And there's no breast shape at all, if we're going to be honest. So when they finally decide, they may never, but when they finally decide to reveal to the world that the NWA had actually hired a man for the first time to play, I'm not going to be surprised. I'm just going to be like, oh, I kind of figured. I kind of damn figured, okay? As far as I'm concerned, Britney and Sherelle are man and woman. The real way. Biologically. Okay? So, they're married. Sex between a husband and a wife. There's sperm and there's the egg. It's natural. They get pregnant. Congratulations. No surprise. Apparently, Britney's penis is working just fine. Okay? You go, boy. Allegedly. Tia Kemp, resident baby mother and ex-girlfriend of Rick Ross, has been going online and going off on Rick Ross for boasting about no longer having to pay child support. So it seems that Tia Kemp has taken the celebration of Rick Ross as Rick Ross gloating. Okay? Rick Ross, and why would she feel he was gloating? Well, Rick Ross went to his IG story around Father's Day and said on video, "This is what I want to know. What would you rather celebrate? Father's Day or the date of your last child support payment? Or what if your last child support payment was on Father's Day weekend? That's what you call divine divinity." Oh, Miss Tia ain't like that, boo. Auntie Tia did not like that shit one little bit, okay? So now Miss Tia, Auntie Tia, is slamming him for being happy. Oh, Lord. Who'd have guessed? Not Tia slamming him for being happy. Oh, no, please. I'm going to kill whoever is doing these goddamn fireworks in my background. I really hope y'all can't hear it, but it's throwing me off. But I'm good. I'm a professional. She went on to remind him. His celebratory post sparked some outrage from Auntie Tia. She went on to remind him that he still has other kids with child support obligations. Tia is quoted as saying on her rant on her video, "I heard you was over there talking about the best Father's Day gift you could have got was sending your last child support payment." She responded, "You stupid, silly motherfucker. I don't give a fuck about your child support payments, bitch. And if I want some more, I'll take my ass over to family court and get some while he's going to college. Bitch, you ain't worthy for me sitting in the system and going back and forth to court to drag your big, fat, funky, Ozempic taking ass down for a little something." And the whole time she starts off, and this irks my soul, she goes, flicking her tongue over them big ass veneers, girl. Okay. So Tia has been very vocal about her issues with Rick Ross on social media quite a few times. Auntie Tia is currently preparing for her son to head off to college and has announced that she is going to have her a hot girl summer. Auntie Tia, baby, you're giving bitter, angry auntie vibes with a bad wig and bad veneers. And any bitch that constantly flicks her tongue out like a snake cannot be trusted. I'm sorry. Auntie Tia, girl, why you acting bitter ass shit? Why you so worried about that man? He not worried about you. He's not worried about you. Why you so worried about him and his money? Okay? He's happy he ain't got to pay you no more. Why are you mad? He don't want to pay you no more. Okay? He's happy with not having to pay you child support payments. What does that have to do with you? He did his financial bid for you and his child. He don't have to do it no more. He has done his time. His contract for paying them payments is done. He's good. I mean, for me, this is giving I'm upset. I'm upset that the supplemental cash flow that I was getting from my rich baby daddy is no longer available. Right? Because let's be real. Let's be fucking real here. We all know that child support payments the money that comes from them child support payments from these men, we know that money is not fully going all toward the child. Let's be fucking real. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it stankin'. Okay? We know that child support payment, that money is not strictly used for the child or children. Okay? Now, Rick Ross was reportedly giving a little under $20,000. Okay? And I say that because back in 2015, Tia Kemp said that her and her son, William Roberts III, live a modest life. And child support obligations should increase just as Rick Ross's income has. So my thing is this. 20,000. Not even 20, because apparently, she wanted 20,000. So I'm going to say, I don't know, they never gave exact numbers. So I'm going to say a little under 20,000. You mean to tell me one child costs $20,000 a month to take care of? Really? 20 grand, a little under 20 grand a month is not enough to take care of one child. That's ludicrous. Absolutely, that can take care of a child. If it's all just going to the child, absolutely that type of money can take care of one child per month. Okay? And with her saying her and her son lived a modest life, what you mean, auntie? Modest is what you're entitled to. The fuck do you mean? Rick Ross is not with you no more. Y'all are exes. Your son can live off of the money that is a little bit under 20 grand just fine. If this is just about your son. Okay? You are not Rick Ross's lady anymore. Y'all don't go together no more. Okay? You and them teeth are both grown as hell. Tia Kemp. You can take care of yourself. You do not need the residuals and the supplemental cash flow of Rick Ross to handle Tia Kemp's bills and life and shit like that. You would like for them to. I get it. You would. Okay. But y'all bitches kill me thinking that the ex-man is supposed to be taking care of you and the child. No, he's not. Absolutely not. Once he is your ex-man, he is not obligated to take care of you. He's obligated to take care of your child. So if that man is taking care of that child, what's the problem? That's all that matters. And don't think that we forgot that you were also pimped out by 50 Cent. Bye, auntie. Girl, go over there and fuss about something else, okay? Plus size TikToker tries to make people feel bad for fat shaming. So there's a Twitter account called Libs of TikTok where a video was posted recently. And it's not this young lady made this video, I would say, back in 2023. So it's not old, it's not recent, but it's not super old. Okay, 23. So I would say the date I looked at was a little under a year. But anyway, the video is of a plus-sized chick on TikTok whose name is Samira. I feel like that was muffled. Samira. Who is angry that people are not bothered. Or, I'm sorry if she put it, enough people or more people they were not bothered by fat phobia. So, simply put, Samira on TikTok, who is a plus-size woman who advocates for the fat community or the plus-size community, or however you want to, obese, however you want to put it, okay? She thinks that the fact that more people are not fat phobic, not being bothered when people are fat phobic, it's linked this very thing, so that more people are not speaking out against bigger people being commented on or talked about or discussed or however you want to take it. Okay. Because a joke may not be a joke to the next person. It may just be a discussion. If you're super sensitive, you're going to take everything as, oh, they're joking on me, oh, they're cracking on me, X, Y, and Z. Okay. But anyway, she feels that fat phobia is linked to sexism, racism, xenophobia, homophobia, and classism, as per Samira. So somebody's weight or abundance thereof is linked to sexism, racism, xenophobia, homophobia, and classism. All right. Samira, girl, you're only saying that because you're fat. If you were not a plus size woman who was super sensitive and felt like everybody hates fat people and the world is out to get fat people, you would not be saying this, okay? This is the dumbest shit I ever heard. First of all, let's normalize people, okay? Let's normalize learning the correct definition of words and using them correctly before we try to use certain words to get the masses all worked up and ready to go on these, these manhunts after people because you want to play victim and you want more people to agree with you, okay? Very convenient. Let us talk about phobia. You're saying fat phobia. The definition of phobia is, and I quote, an extreme irrational fear of something that may cause a person to panic. No one is afraid of fat people or get panicked whenever fat people come around, or plus size or obese or big, rotund, however we want to use it. Okay. There's so many different terms and words to describe a certain type of situation. So she's very angry, a lot of emotion in this. My thing is this: if you redirected all that anger toward exercise, you would be in amazing shape, my dear. That's another thing that kills me. Like people who are out of shape or chunkier or obese, like y'all act like y'all can't take y'all ass to the gym. If you so bothered, why are you not trying to fix it? You just want to hop on your socials, take your phone, press record, and use words. Phobia, fat phobia, this phobia, cry. Oh, I need pity. I need all my followers to just, because I'm going to make it seem like it's such a... No, change it. Stop crying and change. How do you change it? Change eating habits. Another way to change it? Take your ass to the gym. Now, let me circle back and reel it in. I understand that sometimes people have health issues that allow them to be a way that they are not happy with, and it takes a lot more to change. And I get that too, but why don't you talk to your doctor and say, hey, I don't like the condition I am physically. If I have this condition, we don't know if Samira has a condition. She may not. Don't know, don't care. Okay. But whatever's going on with her, she can definitely change it. Size included. Okay. Fat phobia is just merely a term made up by obese people so they can justify their condition. It bothers you, but you're okay with sitting there and crying about it and not doing shit to work. Because she's been on TikTok for a minute. Weight has not fluctuated to a lower capacity in any way, shape, or form, which means you're not doing nothing, my dear Samira, on TikTok, except for you haven't changed anything. You don't have no videos of you at a gym, you at a treadmill. There's no video of you trying to fix what this problem is bothering you. Okay, so I'm really, I'm really not gonna pay you no attention. If I see a person complaining about something, crying about something, this bothers me, this hurts my feelings, and I don't see you trying to change it, I don't have no pity for you, because clearly you're okay. You're crying wolf. You saying it bothers you, but clearly you're good enough, you're okay with it enough to stay the same way. Please. Now let me say this. Shit like this pisses me off. Okay? Because if what she says is true, then people not being bothered enough when skinnier people get cracked on is the same bullshit labels that Miss Samira said. Okay? Now, as you see, so that's like me saying, because I'm a thinner woman, okay, used to be even skinnier than what I am now. I'm a nice, healthy, I'm a slim, thick. But there was a time when I was super fucking skinny. super skinny. Okay. Had some shit going on, was stressed out. And I said, hey, I don't like being this fucking bony. I'm going to change. I'm going to eat more. And I'm going to take my ass to the gym and lift some weights. Problem solved. Okay. Took some time because these shit, of course, body changes do not happen overnight. And it's not going to be immediate unless you get some kind of extreme surgery. But I didn't like what I saw. I didn't like what was being said to me. So I changed it. I got my ass up and I did research and I said, well, what can I do to do this, that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I did it. Okay. So imagine me, say I was like 99 pounds, real skinny, gaunt face, sucked in, clavicle bone poking out, ribs showing, right? And I said, skinny phobia. Excuse me. Skinny phobia. Where's some terms that she said, Miss Samira? So listen to how crazy skinny phobia is linked to sexism and racism and xenophobia and homophobia and classism. Skinny phobia. Y'all talking about us skinny folks. I'm tired of you talking about how skinny I am. So you a sexist and a racist and a xenophobe and a homophobe and a classist. Do you see? Do you see how ridiculous that sounds? She even was on TikTok talking about she want Congress to pass a law. Okay, well we need Congress to pass a law for thin people when skinny people get cracked on. Because oh yes, skinny people do get cracked on. I know this for a fact. Okay, I stayed getting cracked on and dumped on due to my petiteness when I was younger, and nobody came to my rescue, not one. And how about this? The bigger bitches, okay, the chunkier rounder bitches was mean to me. You need to eat a sandwich. Oh, fatty? Really? I need to eat a sandwich? Well, how about you stop eating the sandwiches and I could get one? And then I was the bad guy. Oh my God, I can't believe you said that. Well, bitch, you was calling me skinny. You was calling me bony. I could hula hoop through a Cheerio. I'm so skinny you blow and I fall off. Like, come on. But it's okay for other people to get the brunt of your jokes and your the fuck out of here. Anyway, so people, like I said, okay, so people call you fat. Big deal. Do something about it. Okay. What it is poor y'all. This generation is soft as shit. Y'all soft as drugstore cotton. Somebody say something mean to you, you want to fall out and have a fit. You want to get on your phone and make all these videos and cry and whimper and moan and bitch and complain. They said this to me. See, me, I'll be 50 in November. I grew up in an era where kids came up to your face and got with your ass, dumped on you, cracked on you, the dozens. And what did I have to do? I had to either learn how to stand up for myself and speak back or get emotionally pummeled, one or the other. But when you experience stuff like that, it actually toughens you up. It puts this tough layer of skin on you. It toughens you, get a layer of tough skin where you're able to face a lot more things. Okay. So yeah, kids are mean. Adults are mean too, but kids are mean. Oh God. So, you know, it's like, let's normalize letting what other people say about you affect you. I got called all kind of shit growing up. I wore glasses, thick glasses, was mad skinny. I wasn't overly developed like the other girls. So yeah, I got it, and I got it hard, but it taught me how to be a tougher person. Okay. So I can now laugh at the bullshit people say about me or to me. I don't get the nicest comments on my videos and pictures all the time. I don't give a fuck. If you're not fucking feeding or funding me, I don't care. Okay, so you said something, you made a comment. Ooh, he made a comment. Okay. It's fine. I usually laugh at the shit like, oh, okay, well, you know, you're trying to get a rise, all right, and you're trying to hurt my feelings. It's like Teflon. It's like steel. I think one of my names on one of my social medias is Jasington Steel. Nigga, I got the fucking feelings like you can't. It's words. Okay. Ooh, so somebody call me that. So anyway, back to what I was saying about Miss Samira. Ma'am, please, no one feels bad that you're crying about your size on socials. If it's bothering you so much to be called fat, put down the cookies, pick up the phone, call your local gym, and join. Start changing your life, girl. It's called Life Decisions and Choices. And them the new videos we want to start seeing on your TikTok, Miss Samara. We want to see you up in the gym, getting it, on the treadmill. Girl, getting it. Okay? All right. Brooklyn Bishop Lamor Whitehead has been sentenced to 9 years in prison for wire fraud, extortion, and lying to the FBI. Basically, another fake ass religious leader has been exposed for doing the bullshit. He was on his best bullshit. He was on that Brooklyn bullshit, okay? Stole a lot of money via financial fraud. As NPR.org states, flashy Brooklyn Bishop Lamor Whitehead sentenced to 9 years for fraud. Lamor Whitehead is a con man who stole millions of dollars in a string of financial frauds, a U.S. attorney said. In 2022, the high-profile pastor was robbed during a live-streamed service in Brooklyn. Told y'all he was on that Brooklyn bullshit. U.S. Direct Judge Lorna G. Schofield imposed, or that's Schofield. My bad, Judge Lorna. Judge Lorna G. Schofield imposed the punishment on Monday after Whitehead was found guilty of numerous fraud and attempted extortion charges along with lying to the FBI. Prosecutors portrayed the 45-year-old church leader as a grifter, siphoning money from his followers and demanding money for what he claimed was influence over New York Mayor Eric Adams. Lamor Whitehead is a con man who stole millions of dollars and even stole from one of his own parishioners, U.S. Attorney Damian Williams said. The pastor's attorney, Dawn Florio, said in a statement to NPR that while we are deeply saddened by the outcome, Whitehead maintains his innocence. We will explore all available legal avenues to ensure that justice is served, Florio said, adding, we will immediately begin the appeal process. Also, Lamor Whitehead was found guilty of bilking a single mom. Bilking, I looked it up, means to obtain or withhold money from someone by deceit. A jury found Whitehead guilty in March of all 5 criminal counts against him. During the 2-week trial, prosecutors described how in one money-making scheme, Whitehead extracted as much as $90,000 from a nurse, a single mom in her 50s who attended his church, with the promise that the money would serve as both an investment and to provide her with a home. But the pastor spent the money on himself, according to court records. Of course. I lost everything I worked for, the church member said. Pauline Anderson is her name. And she made the impact statement, a victim impact statement. So yeah, she lost everything she worked for. She has had to pay more than $40,000 in legal bills as she fought Whitehead in civil courts, Anderson said. Taxes and fees have also racked up as she took early withdrawals from her retirement fund. Dirty business. Dirty business. In case y'all are not aware or don't know, religion is a huge business. It's a business. That's all it is. It is not here to save you. It is not here to help you get to heaven, as they would like to have you think. It is a business. Them tithes, you really think them tithes? What them tithes that you put in your little plates and stuff? The ones of y'all that go to church. Y'all put your little tithes in a plate. Where do you think that's going? Have you looked at your pastor and his wife? Have you looked at the bottom of her shoes? Are they red? Are they wearing the flyest of suits? and dresses while you struggle week to week, month to month to cover bills, get food in your house. Okay. Religion rakes in hella money per year as per the Religious Freedom and Business Foundation. And I quote, 1.2 trillion with a TR, not million, trillion. Okay. $1.2 trillion is made yearly in religion. Religion annually contributes nearly 1.2 trillion of socioeconomic value to the U.S. economy, according to a September 2016 first of its kind study that Melissa Grimm published in the Interdisciplinary Journal of Research on Religion. $1.2 trillion religion rakes in. That's more money than fucking some of these clothing lines, some of these farmer lines. I think it's called a farmer line, but how farmers bring in the food and the poultry and the meat and the right fruit and shit like that. I said produce, didn't I? Yeah, religion is raking in the dough, boo, raking in the fucking dough. One of the highest businesses, one of the highest money-making businesses around, religion is, okay? Some of the shadiest characters are pastors and preachers. I'm not going to harp on it too much, but one of my worst experiences in life was having to grow up in the SDA church, Seventh-day Adventist church, the Advent church, okay? I haven't stepped foot in a church since I was, 19? I don't want it. I've been to, I take that back. I've been to churches for events, but to just go and sit, nope. Matter of fact, earlier than 19. Okay. So, from where I've experienced the church is a very raggedy place. Judgmental. Love to be in your business. Hypocrisy galore. Hypocrisy is in abundance. Okay. I remember that my parents were once upon a time when they were still married. My parents got divorced when I was 7. My parents, once upon a time before they got divorced, were in the final throes of trying to make it work. And they were going to counseling at the church. So, of course, when you get counseling, the counselor and whoever's involved knows your business. And they knew that my mother and father were not on the best of terms. They knew they were like in the last throes of their marriage. And because my mother wouldn't be submissive to the church, wouldn't allow, them to just try to run our family. Okay. She was like, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that, boo. They started to throw women at my father. And of course he took the bait and they ended up getting divorced. But yes, soon I remember my father's first girlfriend after my parents got divorced was a woman named Kathy. She was a church lady. Miss Kathy. And they were dating not that long after my parents got separated. Yeah, it was a mess. Church ain't shit. I said it. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So there's the church as a whole is just crooked to me. I don't like it. Hate church. Every time I go in there, I feel gross. I feel like I got the cooties on me. So there are too many crooks in the religious sect to count and to keep track of. On Wikipedia alone, there are over 20 names on the list of religious leaders convicted of crimes. And no, Lamor Whitehead ain't on there, so he only adds to the already extensive list. And I'm quite sure that the names they named on Wikipedia, there's way more, okay? May the church say amen. Praise and worship dance. Okay? Tennessee is now giving the death penalty for convicted child R words with no exception. Round of applause. Good job, Tennessee. Good job. The state of Tennessee has passed House Bill 1663 to allow the death penalty for child rapists. The vote was 77 to 19, and the 19 who voted against it were all demon rats. I'm sorry, Democrats. I said Democrat wrong. Or did I? Anyway, it seems that most Democrats are okay with this heinous act. On TennesseeStands.org, the sentencing reads as follows. HB 1663 SB 1834 authorizes death penalty for rape of a child. Sentencing, as introduced, authorizes the death penalty as a punishment for rape of a child, aggravated rape of a child, or especially aggravated rape of a child. Wonderful. But wait, there's a website called actionnetwork.org that seems to actually think passing this bill to protect the kids is a bad idea. And they have put a petition out to get letters to kind of counteract the House bill. The petition is called Vote No on HB 1663. Stop legislation that risks more harm to children. And I quote, Tennessee House Bill 1663 seeks to expand the death penalty to individuals charged with non-lethal child rape because the vast majority of child sexual assaults are committed by a member of a child's family or by someone in the child's circle of trust. Experts on child sexual assault warns that this unconstitutional bill, though framed as being tough on child rapists, will actually have a negative impact on the reporting of these crimes, which is already a challenge. Because death is on the table, children will have to testify against a family member / friend who might be executed as a result. That's bad. The fuck? And then endure decades of litigation, which will only further traumatize them. Tennessee already has harsh sentencing for child rape, including life without the possibility of parole. This bill is unnecessary and will actually create more harm to children and less accountability for the offenders. How so? Make it make sense, Sway. That was the biggest crock of bullshit I've read in a long damn time. But anyway, as far as the bill that was passed by Tennessee, HB 1663, we love to see it. And to be honest, this law needs to be passed nationwide. But we'll take Tennessee so far. We're just going to we need to work, lawmakers, y'all. Work on this, getting this House bill passed, okay? Now, the people that are running that actionnetwork.org website clearly don't have the baby's best interest at heart. They clearly don't have children's best interest at heart. They state in the petition that the children will have to testify against family members in order for the death penalty to take place, which will traumatize, quotation marks, traumatize them more. No assholes. Having to keep being around these same family members is R-wording these babies and essaying these babies. That's more traumatic. Okay? And then they got to keep quiet because y'all don't think anybody should be unalived. That's absolutely insane. No, people shouldn't just be unalived and deleted just for the fuck of it. But if you out here raping babies and children, your ass need to be punished. Let them children have their day in court. Let them children speak up on the horrors that they are experiencing at the hand of these child rapists. And y'all are saying it's majority family members and people in tight circles, which is true. You got family members, you got cousins, nieces, nephews, aunts, uncles, family friends. Think about the many women that fucking, are no longer with the baby's father or divorced or so whatever. And they bring these other men into the house and then, I got to go to work. And the man is like, oh, boo, I got you. I'll watch the baby. And he watching the baby. All right. So y'all would rather, the people that run actionnetwork.org, y'all would rather the children go through this for years and deal with these horrors and and be mentally fucked up and then possibly continue the cycle. Hello, R. Kelly. His sister was molesting him. And what did he do? He went out there and hurt quite a few underage young ladies. But yet y'all think because they have to testify and they have to testify and possibly their word could put that person to death. So they need to be deleted. If you're doing this shit to the babies, you're doing this shit to kids. Absolutely. Okay. Now that we have the child rapists on alert, we need to go ahead and have the adult R-worders on alert as well. They asses need the death penalty as well. If Trump was in office, this law would definitely take place in more states. Trump 2024. And just like that, I'm out. I'm going to see you guys next time. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you had a great night with me tonight. And I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye.